Everyone, I hope you're well. So today I'm going to cover off channel managers. I keep getting a lot of questions about whether you should or shouldn't have one. For me, it's a no-brainer, and you should put one in play from day dot. I believe if you want to scale this business and you want to move quickly, then a channel manager can do so much for you. So I am going to dive into what channel manager there's plenty of channel managers out there. This is just my preferred partner, and it's just the solution that a channel manager offers to your business to be able to automate it, give you time back, make sure you don't get double bookings, is worth every single penny. So what I want to do is just quickly go over the features and explain each feature and how it can work for your business, and hopefully give you an insight into how channel managers work. So first of all, what is a channel manager? So a channel manager effectively is a hub, and within that hub, it will have all the different booking channels linked up. So your main ones in the UK are Airbnb and Booking.com, and then you might filter out onto Vrbo, which is HomeAway and Expedia, and then you might have links to TripAdvisor and various other ones. Obviously, Expedia goes into Hotels.com and many other different websites out there. So what happens is your channel manager links to all these sites. If someone books on Airbnb, it comes into your channel manager and then instantly blocks those dates out on all of the other channels so that no one else can book. If you don't have a channel manager in place, you'll have to manually take that booking and then go onto all your other channels and then block out those dates so you don't get a double booking. Obviously, you don't want two guests turning up thinking they're staying at your property, and ultimately you have to then put one of the set of guests in a hotel. It's going to wipe out any profit that you do or could potentially make from that stay. So really important. Touch wood, I don't think we've had a double booking since I implemented a channel manager many years ago. But I know before I did, I didn't really know about channel managers when I first got started, and I did have some double bookings, especially when events get listed in your city and everyone's waiting for the event to be announced, and then they go online and start booking, and you just can't control it. You can't move quick enough. Channels solve that problem for you. Within most channel managers, there's various features, but guest payment links is one. So you can actually link this up to your Stripe account, and you can send them a link to pay. So whenever you are dealing with direct bookings, very easy for them to pay. You can send them the link and they can pay. Money goes straight in your bank account. You get a notification to say that they've paid. You can actually set payment plans with this channel manager, and it can take a certain amount up front, and then it can take the rest of the payment so many days before the stay. Again, all customizable, so you can put that in there. And it links very, very well to your own Uplisting. Actually give you a website which you can use as a standalone website, but then you can also use their widget to wrap into a bigger and better website, which I use Boostly for. And if you'd like a link for that as well, just drop in the comments or send me a DM and I can get you some discount on that. But we use a better platform, which is more SEO focused and just looks a lot better. Don't get me wrong, the free website from Uplisting is one of the best I've seen from a channel manager. But if you want to take your game to the next level, you might then want to wrap it around, and these companies work together as well. So direct booking websites are crucial to increasing your direct bookings. But this is one of the reasons I moved away from Beds24, is the booking widget on Beds24 wasn't very friendly for a website. So we'd have guests, we'd drive traffic to the website and they weren't booking, and it was just because it was so clunky. So when you are choosing a channel manager, you want to make sure that they tick all the boxes for where you want your business to go. Really important that you've got a solution that grows with you. In terms of operations, so once we've taken the booking, we then want to notify our cleaners. So channel manager will pretty much do that for you. You can set it up and you can have them notify a set of cleaners, a specific cleaner for that property, or a bunch of cleaners within your region. It just depends how you want to set it up. All that they need to do is really start cleaning, so they get the notification that the property has taken a booking and it's going to need cleaning on whatever day it is. We can then also use channel managers for identifying your guests, making sure that you can verify them, that, you know, they do have a UK residence, so they can't inadvertently form an AST on you, and you're protecting yourself and your property, and which is, you know, one of the things that is overlooked and some people don't even know about, but it's a crucial point, you know, and you must make sure that, you know, you're protecting yourself. So a good channel manager will move them into that process automatically, so you're not having to ring them and ask them, or they're not sending you emails or anything like that. It's just part of the process, and then they come through and they verify the document. We have e-signature rental agreements, you know, which they will then sign your guest contract, and, you know, it's an e-sign, so if you ever need to go to court, you would have that there and then in black and white. This particular channel can also take your security deposits, again using the Stripe functionality behind the scenes. So, you know, your guests then will get deposits taken. All of this stuff, most people will do manually at the beginning of their journey. So they'll get a booking, they'll ring the guest, they'll ask them to email them identification. They don't send it, so they're chasing them. They're ringing them to get their credit card details for the security deposits. They don't get them. They end up letting them stay without security deposits. As you get bigger, as you get busy, you cannot be doing that. You'll, you know, the cracks will appear. You'll start missing deposits. You'll start missing identifications, and you'll start to be chasing and fighting a lot of fires. So this is why I'm a firm believer of getting a channel manager in play from day one. You get access to owner portals. So if, like myself, you not only run your own properties, but you also manage for other investors, you can give them a link so they can see what's going on in their properties. And, you know, it's a really cool feature. The multi-calendar in uplisting is superb. So what this does is it basically shows you what rates are for each channel, so you can see if there's any disparity between the channels. We used to get this a lot on Beds24, where they'd be like, oh, we've seen you cheaper on booking.com than on Airbnb, or we've even seen you cheaper on booking.com than your own website. Obviously, that's not very, you know, professional for a business, but, you know, even with the settings behind the scenes, we just sometimes could not get it out. With this visibility, you can pretty much see that all the prices are the same for all the channels. And you might want to then just make your direct booking channel slightly cheaper, and that obviously will then attract them to go direct rather than, you know, go through the channels, and then obviously you've got to pay the commissions for them. In terms of guest communication, there's a unified inbox in uplisting, so you no longer have to be jumping into booking.com to answer messages, jumping into Airbnb to answer messages. You've just got your one inbox. Really cool feature. Saves so much time and hassle for the guest handlers or yourself if you're doing it at the start, and then they can just, you know, type in you know, the message, and it goes back to the channels. It also has a really smart feature with automated guest messaging for Airbnb, so you can send automated messages back. Airbnb and the channels like to see hosts responding as quick as possible. It helps your algorithm, it helps your visibility, and ultimately it drives more bookings. By having an automated message that goes straight back to the client, Airbnb sees that as you've responded very quickly, ultimately boosts your algorithms and boosts your visibility score, which ultimately leads to more bookings. So, you know, all these clever little things that a lot of hosts just don't know about, that change the parameters and change your bottom line ultimately, because you get more bookings. Inquiry autoresponder, and again, automated review responder as well, you know, so you're not having to go manually write reviews yourself. You know, you get, you know, if you start getting busy, you'll start getting, you know, several hundred, if not 1,000 bookings a year. And, you know, with multiple units, it's difficult to keep on top of all that stuff. But all this stuff helps your visibility on the platforms. So really important features that should not be missed. And the fact that it's done automated is just, anybody that knows me, anybody that works with me, will know that I'm all about automation. You know, if I can use a software to solve a problem, that is a robust process, and I just, you know, I'm bought into it. You know, get everything as automated as possible, and you know, it makes your life so much easier. You know, so that's kind of how a channel manager works. So you kind of got your side of it where you are using the channel managers to make sure that you don't get any double bookings is part number one. And then part number two is you're using it to verify your guests and make sure that they aren't, you know, going to be having parties, or they're signing a contract if they do have a party, so you can take them to court if need be. You're legally having the right person stay with you, and then obviously it's going to collect a deposit from them if you run on that solution. I personally don't use deposits. I feel like you get more bookings, but we do have a very strict process in place to be able to get damage money from guests. So again, each to their own. I would recommend maybe taking deposits at the beginning until you hone your processes in. And then you've got once they have gone through the verification process, we then go into the communication process, which is really important for making sure that your guest feels like they've booked with the right partner, knows how they're going to get to the property, feels like they've got contacts with your office, that sort of thing. Again, that's all done automatically. And then obviously the cleaners then get notified as well. So you've got that section of the portal so that the operations team can take over as well. So really, if you set this up correctly with all the right templates, all the right autoresponders, you should not really need to be getting involved too much in your business in terms of guest handling, guest management, arranging cleaners. As long as everybody understands fully where to get the information from and how the information works, then it should be able to run fairly automated. And I like to think that, probably 70 to 80% of our guests that stay with us don't need to contact us. They go through our funnel, but they believe that they're speaking to somebody. They believe that we're sending them messages. They get the information that they need. It's a very good experience for them, and it works. We only really hear from the guests that maybe get a bit lost, or maybe they've checked into a property and a boiler's not fired up, or something's not right for what they thought was their stay, which, as I said, is around 20% of guests. So if you can have your business like that, then obviously you can just focus on going finding more properties, scaling your business more, and it's an absolute game changer for you and your personal life as well, because you don't want to be creating 9-to-5 jobs with this. This has got to be hands off, and by being hands off, you get to scale it. So hopefully that helps. That is basically how a channel manager works and why you should do it. If you'd like to get 14 days free access with Uplisting, then just click the link in the video, and you get a free account there. You can sign up. You don't need to put your credit card details in, so you can have a play around with it and see if it fits for you. But this is definitely why I've gone with them, because I just feel like it's a great fit for our business model, and I think they're a growing channel manager that are going to start taking over the market. They're always developing stuff. They're listening to bigger hosts like myself and many other bigger hosts in the UK that partner with them. They're taking ideas and feedback, and they're implementing those, writing the codes behind the scenes. So a real good partner to be involved with, and I would encourage anyone to get started with them as well. So any questions, as always, just drop them below, and I'll see you on the next video.